Hello, Killy Killy Kymani here, and I'm going to read some more of The Color Purple by Alice Walker. Dear God, Sophia said to me today, I just can't understand it. What that? I asked. Why, we ain't already killed them off. 3 years after she beat she out of the wash house, got her color and her weight back, just like her old self. This whole time think about killing somebody. Too many to kill off, I say. I was outnumbered from the start. I expect we knock over one or two, though here and there through the years, I say. We sit on a piece of old crate out near the edge of Miss Billy's yard. Rusty nails stick out along the bottom, and when a smooth, they creak against the wood. Sophia John watched the children play ball. The little boy threw the ball to the little girl. She tried to catch it with her eyes shut. It rolled up under Sophia's foot. Let me the ball, said the little boy, his hands on his hip. Let me the ball. Sophia muttered to herself, half me. I'm here to watch, not to throw, she said. She don't make a move toward the ball. Don't you hear me talking to you? He said. He may be 6 years old, brown hair, ice blue eyes, comes steaming up to where I sit. Haul off and kick Sophia's leg. She swing her foot to one side and he screamed. What the trouble? I asked. Don't stab his foot on the rusty nail, Sophia said. Sure enough, blood come leaking through his shoe. His little sister come watch him cry. He turned redder and redder. Call his mama. Miss Billy come running. She's scared of Sophia. Every time she talk to her, she like she expect the worst. She don't stand too close to her either. And she get a few yards from where I sit. She's motioning for Billy to come here. My foot, he say to her. Sophia, do it, she asked. Good girl pipe up. Billy do it to his own self, she say. Tries to kick Sophia's leg. The little girl dote on Sophia. Always stick up for her. Sophia never noticed. She is deep to the girl as she is to her brother. Miss Lily cut her eyes at her, put one arm around Billy's shoulder, and they limped into the back of the house. The little girl followed, waved bye-bye to us. She seemed like a right sweet little thing, I say to Sophia. Who is? She frowned. The little girl, I say. What they call her? Eleanor Jane? Yeah, say Sophia. Real puzzled look on her face. Wonder why she was ever born. Well, I say, I still have to wonder about that, about darkies. She giggled. Miss Seeley, she said, you're just as crazy as you can be. This is the first giggle I heard her in 3 years. Dear God, Sophie would make a dog laugh talking about those people she worked for. They have the nerve to try to make us think slavery fell through because of us. Say Sophia. They have the nerve to try to make us think slavery fell through to us, say Sophia. I guess they didn't have sense enough to handle it. All the time breaking hoe handles and letting the mules loose in the wheat. Without anything that they build can last a day is a wonder to me. They backward, she say, clumsy and unlucky. Mayor bought Miss Billy a new car, 'cause she said if colored could have cars, then one for her was past due. So he bought her a car. Only he refused to show her how to drive it. Every day he comes from down, you look at her, look out the window at her car, say, "How you doing it? How you enjoying it, Miss Billy?" She fly off the sofa in the huff, slammed the door, going in the bathroom. She ain't got no friends. So one day she said to me, "Car been sitting out in the yard for 2 months, Sophia. You know how to drive?" I guess she remembered first seeing me up against Buster Bronagh's car. "Yes, ma'am," I say. "I'm slaving away cleaning this big post they got down at the bottom of the stair. They act real funny about that post. No fingerprints is supposed to be on it, ever. You think you could teach me?" she says. One of Sophia's children break in. The oldest boy. He tall and handsome, all the time serious, and mad a lot. He say, "Don't say slaving, Mama." Sophia say, "Why not? He got me in a little storeroom up under the house, hardly bigger than Odessa's porch. Just about as warm in the winter time. I'm out there, they beck and call all night and all day. They won't let me see my children. They won't let me see no men. Well, after 5 years, they let me see you once a year. I'm a slave," she'd say. "What would you call it?" "A captive," you say. Sophia go on with her story, only look at him like she's glad he hears. So I say, "Yes, ma'am, I can teach you. If it's the same kind of car I learned on." Next thing there go me and Miss Billy all up and down the road. First I drive and she watch. Then she start to try to drive and I watch her. Up and down the road. Soon as I finish cooking breakfast, putting it on the table, washing dishes and sweeping the floor. Just before I go get the mail out of the box down by the road, we go give Miss Billy her driving lesson. Well, after a while, she got the hang of it, more or less. Then she really get it. Then one day when we come home from riding, she said to me, "I'm gonna drive you home, just like that." "Whom?" I asked. "Yes," she said. "We ain't been home with our senior children in a while." She say, "Ain't that right?" I say, "Yes, ma'am, it's been 5 years." She say, "That's a shame. You just go get your things now. Here it is, Christmas. Go get your things. You can stay all day." "For all day I don't need nothing but what I got on," I say. "Fine," she say. "Fine, we get in." "Well," say Sophia, "I was so used to sitting up there next to her, teaching her how to drive, that I just naturally climbed into the front seat." She stood outside on her side, the car clearing her throat. Finally, she said, "Sophia, this is the South." "Yes, ma'am," I say. She cleared her throat. "Look where you're sitting," she said. "I'm sitting where I always sit." "That's the problem," she said. "Have you ever seen a white person and a colored sitting side by side in the car when one of them wasn't showing the other how to drive and clean?" I got out the car, opened the back door, clammed in. She sat down up in front. Off us traveled down the road, Miss Lily hair blowing all out the window. It's really pretty country out this way," she say. And we hit the Marshall County Road, coming toward Odessa's house. "Yes, ma'am," I say. Then us pulled into the yard, and all the children come crowding round the car. Nobody told them I was coming. They don't know who I is, except the two oldest two. They fall on me, hug me, and then all the little ones start to hug me too. I don't think they even noticed I was sitting in the back of the car. But Dissy and Jack come out after I was out, so they didn't see it. Us all around kissing and hugging each other, Miss Lily just watching. Finally she leaned out the window and say, Sophia, you only got the rest of the day? You only got to put me back to pick her up at 5 o'clock. Judy was all pulling me into the house, so sort of over my shoulder I say, yes ma'am, and I thought I heard her drive off. 15 minutes later, Marion says, that white lady still out there? Maybe she's going to wait to take you back, say Jack. Maybe she's sick, say Odessa. You always say how sickly they is. I go out to the car, says Sophia. And guess what the matter is? The matter is she don't know how to do nothing but go forward. And Jack and Odessa's yard are too full of trees for that. Sophia, she said, help me back this thing up. I leaned over the car window and tried to show her which way to move the gears. But she flustered and all the children and Odessa and Jack all standing round the porch watching her. I go round on the other side, try to explain with my head poked through that window. Stripping gears aplenty by now, plus her nose ran and she looked mad and frustrated both. I climb in the back seat, lean over the back of the front, steadily trying to show her how to operate the gears. Nothing happened. Finally the car stopped making any sound. Engine dead. Don't worry, I say. Odessa's husband Jack will drive you home. That's his pickup right there. Oh, she said. Couldn't ride in a pickup with a strange colored man. Oh, let's go Odessa to squeeze in too, I say. That would give me a chance to spend a little time with the children, I thought. But she'd say, I don't know her either. So it ended up with me and Jack driving her back home in the pickup, then Jack driving me to town to get a mechanic. And at 5 o'clock I was driving Miss Lily's car back to her house. I spent 15 minutes with my children. She'd been going on for months about how ungrateful I is. White folks is a miracle of affliction, say Sophia. Dear good. Should write that she got a big surprise and she intended to bring it home for Christmas. What is it? Us wonder. This that thinks can get a car for him. Should make big money now. Just in furs all the time, silk and satin and hats made out of gold. Christmas morning us hear this motor outside the door. Us look out. Hot diggity dog, say Mister, throwing it on his pants. He rushed to the door. I stand in front of the glass, trying to make something out of my hair. Bit too short to be long, too long to be short, too nappy to be kinky, too kinky to be nappy. No set color to it either. I give up tying a head rag. I hear Shug cry. He say, Shug. I know they hug him. Then I don't hear nothing. I run out the door. Shug, I say, I put out my arms. But before I know anything, a skinny, big-toothed man wearing red suspenders is all up in my face. Before I wonder whose dog he is, he hugging me. Miss Seeley, he said. Aw, Miss Seeley. I heard so much about you, feel like we old friends. Shug standing back with a deep grin. This Grady, she said. This my husband. The minute she said I know I don't like Grady. I don't like his shape, I don't like his teeth, I don't like his clothes. Seemed like to me he smelled. Us been driving all night, she said. Nowhere to stop, you know. And here us is. She come over to Grady and put her arms around him, look at him like he cute and lean down and give her a kiss. Glance round at Mister. Look like the end of the world. I know I don't look no better. And this is my wedding present to us, she'd say. She'll car and dark blue and say Packard on the front. Brand new, she said. She looked at Mister, take his arms, give it a little squeeze. Well, while we're here, Albert, she said, I want you to learn how to drive. She laughed. Really drive like a fool, she said. Not the police is what's gonna catch us for some, for sure. Finally, Shook really seemed to notice me. Come over and hug me a long time. Us two married ladies now, she said. Two married ladies. And hungry, she said. What us got to eat? Dear good. Mister drink all through Christmas. Him and Grady, me and Shug cook, talk, and clean the house, talk, pick up the tree, talk, wake up in the morning, talk. She's singing all over the country these days. Everybody knows her name. She know everybody too. No Sophie Tucker, no Duke Ellington. I know folks I ain't never heard of. And money. She makes so money now she don't know what to do with it. She got a fine house in Memphis, another car. She got 100 pretty dresses, room full of shoes. She buy Grady anything you think he want. Where you find him? I asked. Up under my car, she said. One at home. I drove it after the oil gave out, killed the engine. He, the man, fixed it. Us took one look at another. That was it. Mr. Feelings hurt, I say. I don't mention mine. Aw, she say. That old stuff finally over with. You and I would feel like just like family now. Anyhow, once he told me he beat you and won't work, I feel different about it. If you was my wife, she said, I'd cover you up with kisses instead of licks and work hard for you too. He ain't beat me much since he made him quit, I say. Just a slap now and then when he ain't got nothing else to do. Y'all make love any better? She asked. Us try, I said. He tried to play with the button but feel like his finger dry. Us don't get nowhere much. You still a virgin? She asked. I reckon, I say. Dear good. Mr. and Grady gone off in the car together. Shug asked me if she could she sleep with me. She called in her and Grady bed all alone. Let's talk about this and that. Soon talking about making love. She don't actually say making love. She says something nasty. She say, fuck! She asked me, how was it with your children, Daddy? The girls had a little separate room, I say, off to itself. Connected to the house by a little plank wall. Nobody ever come in there but Mama. One time when Mama not at home, he'd come. Told me he wanted to trim his hair. He'd bring the scissors and comb and brush on the stool. While I trim his hair, he'd look at me funny. He'd a little nervous too, but I don't know why, till he'd grab hold of me and cram me up between his legs. I lay there quiet, listening to Shug breathe. Hurt me, you know, I say. I was going on 14. Never even thought about men having not down there so big. It scared me just to see it. The way it poked itself and grow. Shug's so quiet, I think she's asleep. After he threw, I say, he make me finish trimming his hair. I think I look at Shug. Oh, Miss Seeley, she say, put her arms around me. Black and smooth and kind of glowy with from the lamplight. I start to cry. I cry, and I cry, and cry. Seemed like that it all come back to me, laying there in Suge's arms. How it hurt and how much I was surprised. How it stung while I finished trimming his hair. How the blood dripped down my leg and messed up my stocking. How he don't never look at me straight after that. And Nettie. Don't cry, Suge. Don't cry, Stevie. Suge say. Don't cry. Start kissing the water as it comes down my face. After a while, I say, Mama finally asked how come she find his hair in the girls' room if you don't never go there like he say. That when he told her I had a boyfriend. Some boys say he been sneaking out the back door. If the boy's hair, he say, not his. You know how she loved to cut anybody's hair, he say. Did love to cut hair, I say to Suge, since I was a little bitty thing. I'd run to get the scissors if I saw hair coming, and I'd cut and cut as long as I could. That's how I I was the one cut his hair. But always before I cut it on the front porch, got to the place where every time I saw him coming with the scissors and the comb and the screw, I start to cry. Suge say, well, sir, and I thought it was only white folks. Well, it was only white folks do freakish things like that. My mama died, I tell Suge. My sister Nettie ran away. Mister come get me to take care of his rotten children. He never asked me nothing about myself. Came on top of me and fuck. Even with my head bandaged. Nobody ever loved me, I say. She say, I love you, Miss Sadie. Then she hauled me up and kissed me on the mouth. She say like she's surprised. I kiss her back, say, too. Us kiss and kiss. Us can't hardly kiss no more. And us touch each other. I don't know nothing about it, I say to Suge. I don't know much, she say. And I feel like something real soft and wet on my breast. Feel like one of my little lost baby's mouth. Way after a while, I act like a little lost baby too. That's it for this reading.